Hi Taurus, welcome to your love reading for July 2018. This is Elizabeth from channelguidance.com. Okay, so I've already shuffled the decks and you did have two jumping cards. Let me show you what they are. The first one is this one, and it is the High Priestess. So whatever it is that's coming up for you for July, this card is telling you you're going to have to use your intuition. It may not be crystal clear to you as far as what decisions you should be making. This is a card saying trust your intuition. Trust the signs around you. The next card that jumped is the Judgment card. So this could be a new beginning for you. To me, the Judgment card represents some type of second chance, especially in a love reading. This could be an ex returning back into your life. Judgment is something you thought was gone and over, suddenly resurfacing, and usually this comes with some type of decision. I also want to show you what is at the bottom of each deck. At the bottom of this deck, you have the Magician. So this is telling you that you're going to have to create your own love story in the month of July. This is telling you that you have all the power. So this could all come down to decisions or maybe you taking action. In the next deck, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So this does mean that there is movement around your love life in July. The Wheel of Fortune is always positive movement, positive change. This could be a very lucky time for you. Okay, so let me put the cards back and let's go ahead and start with the first deck. This is a love reading for the sign of Taurus for July 2018. First card you have is the Knight of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Taurus. Knight of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Taurus. Ten of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Taurus. Death. Love reading for the sign of Taurus. Nine of Cups. Ace of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Taurus. Page of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Taurus. Page of Wands. And Seven of Swords. What's the most important message that Taurus needs to hear for July 2018? The card that you have, Taurus, is Strength. So this is a message to be brave, hang in there. This is a card of trying to restrain yourself, trying to stop yourself from getting angry. This is a card of patience and understanding. So we'll come back to this to see how it ties in with the rest of the reading. Let's focus on the first three cards. So in the first row here you have the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. So you have two knights right next to each other. That's a lot of movement around your love life. Remember, you did have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the confirmation deck when we started the reading. So the knights represent change and movement, and there's a lot of movement around possibly marriage. The Ten of Cups does represent marriage, but it also represents happiness. This is a card of a happily ever after. And another thing that I'm getting, I mean, you have two knights right next to each other, especially with it being the Knight of Wands and Knight of Swords. Both of these cards are very kind of determined energy. So I feel like if you're hoping maybe for more commitment from your partner, I feel like you'll be doing everything that you can to get that commitment. Remember, you did have the Magician at the bottom of the deck, which is all about you taking action, getting what you want. The Knight of Wands, your first card, this is a relentless energy of like, I will get what I want or die trying. This is just a very persistent, self-confident energy. And then you have the Knight of Swords, which is similar because this is a very impulsive energy, very impulsive, and this represents a lot of things shifting in your love life. So I feel like you're determined to get that, either that marriage or that happily ever after, or to just receive the happiness that you want with the Ten of Cups. There's a lot of movement here, but this is actually not just movement coming from the outside. This is you taking action. This is you determined to get what you want or who you want. Now, in the second row, you have Death, Nine of Cups, and Ace of Cups. So this is some type of huge event in your love life. Something, I mean, the Death card is dramatic. This is something that will change your life forever. And it seems like, it's positive because you have the Nine of Cups, which is a wish being granted. Remember, you did have Judgment also at the bottom of the deck. I showed you at the beginning of the reading. That is possibly you know, giving someone a second chance when it comes to a relationship. You do have the Ace of Cups, which is, you know, a new beginning. And yes, it could be, you know, if you're single, that you could be meeting, you know, your dream partner or your ideal partner. This is a new love for you. This is a big event. This is a big thing in your love life. But it could also be, you know, if you're hoping to reconnect with someone with an ex, you're getting your wish. Your wish could be granted. And the Ace of Cups could be renewing your relationship. But this is some type of like huge energy. This is something that will change you forever. But death also involves the end of something, an ending and a new beginning. Now, in the bottom row here, you've got two pages right next to each other. Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands. The pages represent communication. So if you've been hoping to hear from someone, maybe an ex or someone from the past, there is a strong energy just right here regarding communication. This page represents good news. This is good news coming to you, especially with the messages here of, you know, a wish being granted, a new beginning with the Ace of Cups, renewing a relationship. You know, I feel, you know, that you have the Page of Wands. This is good news, but this is a different energy. There could be communication maybe from an ex, or you could be communicating with your partner. This is looking at something very carefully. The Page of Pentacles means that you're not just kind of quickly grabbing an opportunity. This could be a different message from what we had up there. I'll try to tie it all together once we've gone through all the cards. But I mean, this message means that you need to study something very carefully, especially with something like the Seven of Swords in the same reading. With the Seven of Swords, there could be some type of deceit going on. And yes, it can be sometimes from the person that you want to be with, or it could even be self-deceit. Maybe you don't want to see what's going on. Because you do have a lot of eager energy up there at the top. Like I said, you've got two knights side by side, and ironically, you've got two pages here. So I mean, I feel, let me just show you the top row again. And I feel like you're very determined. I feel like Taurus is like, you're very determined to get that happily ever after, or to get that commitment, or to get that marriage. And I mean, the energies are right for you to get that. I see your wish being granted here, and some type of new beginning, a big event in your love life. But then down here, you know, where there's, you know, a lot of movement here with the Page of Wands, which is also excitement and movement. There's a word of caution with the Seven of Swords. Like, don't lie to yourself. Don't stick your head in the sand. You need to see what's right in front of you. And this is confirming that, the Page of Pentacles, saying that maybe you need to study something very carefully. It could be that you're hearing from an ex. Maybe for some of you, you're hearing from an ex, someone that maybe broke up with you, where maybe you need to, you know, hear their side of the story. Maybe you need to listen to their apology a little more carefully. The Page of Pentacles is just saying, look deeper, look deeper. And this could be regarding some type of communication, because there's two pages here. Now let's get a few more cards to see what the rest of the message is. What other message is there for the sign of Taurus for July? We've got the Seven of Pentacles, which again, this is very similar to the Page of Pentacles. What other message is there for the sign of Taurus? Queen of Swords. What other message is there for Taurus? Two of Swords. Okay, so these three cards. So this message of the Seven of Pentacles, this is almost the same energy as the Page of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is about strategizing. Means you have to really think carefully before acting, because this right here, I feel like you're eager to act on something. I don't know if you're eager to accept a proposal, or it's hard to say in a general reading what you're eager to do. I just feel like you're really kind of pushing for either a marriage, or you're pushing for a reunion, or you're pushing for a commitment. The Seven of Pentacles is telling you to slow down. Remember that you also had the main energy was strength, which is saying don't let your ego get the best of you. It says be patient, hang in there, don't get angry. The Seven of Pentacles is telling you carefully, very carefully weigh your options. This is saying to strategize, think. Even though it's a Suit of Pentacles, this is very mental energy. Think. You have a lot of thinking to do. And this could have something to do with an air sign. You've got the Queen of Swords, which would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. I mean, look at what you have right here, the Two of Swords. This is some type of choice. This could be a choice between two people. This could be a choice as far as letting somebody new into your life. This could be a choice letting an ex back into your life. The Two of Swords is a really, really difficult decision, one that almost you don't want to make. And it's something where it's a decision you've got to make, or an action you've got to take, or you're stuck. But you know, I feel like whatever decisions Taurus has, you know, kind of pending in July or hanging around you now, think very carefully with the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles in the same reading, because I feel like you're eager for something here. You're eager to get this, but there is some type of, you know, decision. There's something you've got to see with the Two of Swords. There's something that you need to see. Now you have the Two of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Seeing these two cards, it's almost like there's something you don't want to see, and you just, you know, maybe you just want someone back in your life, or you just want someone in your life. The Two of Swords is saying take off the blinders and see what's really going on. But also there could be some type of action that you've got to take. Okay, let's get a few more cards from the confirmation deck. What other messages are there for the sign of Taurus? You've got the Queen of Cups. What other message is there for the sign of Taurus? Three of Wands. What other message is there for the sign of Taurus? The Tower. What's the most important message for the sign of Taurus for July? The Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is a message of effort. This means that, you know, you can get exactly what you want, because I feel like there is something you want very much, and you're willing to do almost anything to get it. And pretty much that is this energy, the Three of Pentacles. This is, you know, saying that you will have to be ready to do anything. The Three of Pentacles is a card of effort, and then some. You will have to do everything that you can, maybe to get this happily ever after, or to have this wish granted. Now these three cards right here, there is another court card. So there's another person here. This is someone who is a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Male or female, sun, moon, or rising. You have this message of, you know, of waiting with the Three of Wands. This is telling you that maybe eventually later on there will be better timing, or you might be waiting on a water sign, where maybe timing has a huge part to play. Or maybe you have been waiting. I mean, there's some type of like big, notice the Tower is over the Death card. The Tower is some type of life-altering event, just like the Death card. This is some type of change that happens suddenly, quickly. I mean, seeing it next to the Three of Wands, which is their opposite energies. The Three of Wands is, you know, this is waiting. This is telling you that in the future there will be better timing. And then the Tower is like, geez, like something changes quickly overnight. This could even be a different message. It could be, you know, if you have been waiting for a water sign to come around, whether it's, you know, a relationship that's been on the rocks, or it's been, you know, this is an ex. If you have been waiting, because that's this energy, something could change very quickly with a Tower being here. It could be that maybe somebody wasn't ready for marriage, or, you know, because I say that because of the Ten of Cups and this determined energy here. Someone wasn't ready for commitment, and then bang, suddenly they are ready. So this could be a different message than we have been seeing from the other cards. But again, no matter what you have going on in your love life in July, the Three of Pentacles is saying you will have to work really hard to make things happen. You will have to try, and then some. And you'll have to be, you know, patient with the Strength card. Don't get angry at yourself. Don't get angry at your partner. This is about being brave and hanging in there. Now, let's look at these cards again before I leave you. You know, the energy is here for a lot of happiness here. I mean, the Nine of Cups, the Wish card, a wish being granted, some type of new beginning for you, or if it's not, a new partner. And again, very determined energy here with the two Knights. You are determined to get this, whether it's, you know, marriage or commitment or happiness, and it's all here, but you're being told to proceed with caution. Proceed with caution with the Seven of Swords. Don't work against yourself. I feel like, you know, you may have other options. The Page of Pentacles being here, and then the Seven of Pentacles in the same reading. Before you jump on something and say, yes, I'll marry you, or yes, I'll take you back, think very carefully. For some of you, this may all have something to do with choices that you have to make. There may be more than one person, and it may be really difficult for you to choose. Because you do have two people in this reading. You have an air sign here, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And then at the top, you have a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. These can be different messages, but for some of you, there could be two people in the picture, two people where, you know, you've got to choose. No matter what you have going on, the Two of Swords is some type of really difficult decision that's got to be made, or you're continue stuck in your situation. This is a decision usually that you don't want to make, but you've got to make it. This is something that's really complicated. There's something that maybe that you'll be forced to face. It is down here right next to the Seven of Swords. Maybe you're working against yourself by not making a decision that you know you should be making. This could be moving away from a partner. I feel like if you are leaving a partner, I mean, with the Death card, which is an ending and a new beginning, someone will quickly come in to replace that partner. You know, the person that you really want to be with the Nine of Cups. This could be an ideal partner. And the Ace of Cups, a new beginning for you. So again, the energies that I see around you, I mean, there's a lot of happiness. There's a lot of happiness, and I feel like you're very determined to either repair a relationship, meet somebody new, get an ex back. I see you being very determined with those two knights. And again, remember, you did have the Magician at the bottom of the deck telling you that what's going to happen to Taurus in the month of July is going to be totally up to you as far as the decisions that you're making. Okay, Taurus, this has been your love reading for July 2018. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again next month.